Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Friday Night with Philly, and we are live for PRF1, full quality 50% race at the Hungaroring, Hungary, Budapest, for this incredible track. The non-street track Monaco, I think they call it, or sort of something silly like that. It's a great track. It's nothing like Monaco. It is difficult to overtake, but it is a proper driver's track. For that reason, I absolutely love it here. It was home to one of the greatest races of all time, in my opinion. Back in it was '98, I think it was, when Damon Hill was in the Irish Yamaha, and or was it Irish Domark actually, I think at the time, and he qualified third in the Arrows, which was just incredible considering they were normally down in about 14th. Only to go on and overtake Michael Schumacher and Jacques Villeneuve to lead the Grand Prix for over half the race, I believe it was, and only for his gearbox to decide that he wasn't allowed to select the top gear anymore. So he still finished, and I think he still finished third actually, so he still did incredibly, but it would have been some feat to win a race in that car. Shame it didn't happen. Anyway, guys, I'm doing some little bits. I need to share the stream. Hey, James. Here he is. Here I am. Let's post that. Then share the stream to a couple of other places. WA1. What on earth is that going on about? Self-promotion.
No thanks.
Discord. And HRF1. And general chat. Excellent, there we go. That's my sharing done. So I'm allowed to. Right, okay. I'm going to try a couple of, well, not a couple of things. I will be having my laptop open on the stream tonight for the first time, really. So, well, not exactly the first time. I've done it before, but for the first time for a long time, I finally feel that my internet, well, I don't feel my internet now is good enough for me to run multiple devices at the same time, so that's what I'm going to do, basically. I'm not going to be on my own tonight. Grezza is going to be joining me shortly. He said he'd be about 10-15 minutes. I think that was about 10 minutes ago-ish. So I'm just thinking, is he actually in the... No, he's not in there yet. Have a look, see if he's online. Knowing Grezza at this time, he's probably having something to eat. I wouldn't be surprised. No, he's on Call of Duty. Okay. I won't disturb him. He might be in an important match. I don't know. I don't play that rubbish. Right. Okay. So I'm all set up. How's James tonight then? How is the boss man? I hope you're well, mate. So I can edit the stream. I can click that. I can do something in the chat. There you are. Manage prediction. That's the main thing I was looking at. Poll. You can do prediction or poll. What exciting that? This is in the basement. Yeah, playing Call of Duty with the kids. So we are heading in then to qualifying, so full qualifying, so we might see some medium runners in the first session. Yeah, definitely, Jim. I hope so too. I always look forward to Hungary. I love Hungary. It really is one of my favourites. Whether I'm driving it or commentating it, it's great. Either way round. Yeah, all good, mate. All good. I'm really tired, I'll be honest. So if I do seem a little bit not myself tonight, it's because of tiredness. I'll try and do my best, though. It should be okay. So, my opening. Yeah, I do want to. Sorry, so I don't have any sound. Why don't I have any sound? Because my headphones at some point decided to turn all the way down. That's why I couldn't hear anything. Oh, actually, on that note, I do need to amend the settings quickly on the audio. Just need to lower the master volume, otherwise, when I go on board with someone, it'll be really loud. So, we've got a debutant or two tonight. I think two. Mr. Coreflex is one of them, and he's out first, so we'll see how he gets on his first ever quali running PRF1 on soft tyres as well. The other one, James, we've seen him race before in WAF1, but Suga is having his first go in PRF1 tonight as well. And as you can see, full grid, which is always nice to see, and is a regular occurrence these days. Hey Clem, that's alright mate, yeah, sorry to hear you're not feeling too good buddy. It's nice to get the voice note from you. I won't say what that did to me, not on stream, because it's kid stream as well. But Mr. Coreflex then, Suga will be up there. He's got decent pace, hasn't he, Suga? He's only done one race at WAF1, so I don't want to tar him with any sort of brush, but he seems to have good pace, but he also seemed a little bit instant prone in terms of having a spin for himself and all that sort of thing. Grezza's just joined, so I guess that's my cue to send him an invite. PRF1 Grezza, isn't it? So let's invite him. Excuse me. Here is Suga. Apologies for Mr. Sartovic, so I had to invite Grezza. Yeah, Misfits of debut. Sorry, this is a reserve, not a debut. So, I don't think it is, anyway. I'm pretty sure he's raced before. So let's go for this one. So, hello, Grezza. Are you there? Are your microphones turned up? Can you hear me? I reckon he's muted himself. So, Mr. Coreflex then, just coming into the final corner. Yeah, he's got almost all his energy, so I'm pretty sure he just backed out that lap. He's going to have another go. We'll stick with him. There'll be some others coming over, completing their laps. Fates of Finance 118.1. Yari just crossed the line, but he must have been on an out lap. I'll keep us updated with those as they cross the line, but let's stick with the debutant. Someone posted Hilly Hub, yeah. Hilly Hub! Oh, I'm famous. It's amazing. I promise you guys that Grezza has joined the party. I don't know where he is. He's left the party now. Let's invite him again. Let's try that again. So if it works this time. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yay.
Hello. I don't understand what happened there. There we go. Hello, everyone.
If you included your audio as well.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I can hear you on the stream as well. That's awesome.
Should be all good.
Excellent. Well, we were watching Mr. Corflex, Greza, because we wanted to see a debut lap, but he's had 2 attempts and unfortunately not managed to get them on board properly. Suga has, though, on a 117.0. Vice is on a 16.9. You can see the rest there for yourself. Yeah, not too sure where to expect the cut-off in this session to be. I expect somewhere in the low 19s, high 18s, something like that. So 4 on the mediums.
Around where... No, hang on. That's a good lap from Vice, actually. Look what Axel's done.
Yeah. Yeah, Davis goes into P2 on a 16.7. Yeah, Vice has done a good job there. He's got some misshit, like Chima's having another go here. I know Vice doing time trial laps, he was sort of getting advice off of Axel and trying to get his time into the 115s. So we know he's definitely capable of low 16s, whether he managed to get into the 115s, I'm not sure. We'll see. Miss
Yeah,
78,
it's not fully got the track evolution. Track's not at its best as it in Q1, so...
No, exactly, so, which, hence, 16.9 is a pretty decent lap in Q1 compared to him. Snake. Right, I'm going to have a little play now. Because I now have super duper internet, Desert, I can have more than one device going at a time, so I can now do predictions and stuff. So,
yeah.
The obvious prediction would be to go with which one's going to be pole.
Oh, in your chat, you mean? Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I've seen it before, yeah.
Let's say, will Axel take pole? Will Axel...
Oh, I know one person who will contest that.
Will Axel be pole?
He never likes being written off.
Yes or no? I'm doing this. Oh, no, I don't want a third option. Yes or no? Could have a don't know, I guess, but no, let's not bother with that.
Did you have a chance to get the app working this week?
No.
That Clem had?
No, because obviously I was expecting Clem to be here, but
yeah.
So he's not. So
I think he needs to get that.
Starting the prediction now, so something should happen.
If he can get you on that next week, then you've got 2 tablets. You can use that as well, can't you?
Yeah. Well.
Handy for you both to have.
I am on it. I'm building it. I'm building my database on it. So I've started with PRF1.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping to, because their race is Sunday, so I was hoping to have it all built to be able to test it on Sunday. So, and then if it works nice, then I know exactly what I'm doing and how to do it then. So I can build PRF1 and WAF1 easily then. Ollie goes into
We have to get young Vice on it as well, aren't we?
Yeah. He'll work that in a second, mate. He's brilliant with all that stuff. Youngsters in it, mate. It's all youngsters.
Yeah, no.
Stick a computer in front of them and they've acted into the MOD in like 10 minutes. So. Right, so Shrek on his way round. He's just coming around the penultimate corner. Weird airplane. This was a bit weird.
Shrek's got to have a bit of a comeback from last week, hasn't he? He didn't have the greatest Monaco.
Yeah, just didn't go right for him. He goes into P7 there on the mediums, but a full second off of Axel. Yeah, didn't
He's
go right
P2 in the championship as well, isn't he? Shrek at the minute, to be fair.
He is, yeah. So he's having a really good season.
He is.
Yeah, just didn't go right at Monaco last week, so just needs to bounce back a little bit. Keep the pressure on Axel. Hammy here tonight as well. No, is Cammy who you meant? For,
yeah.
Yeah, it's never really discounted. He's always got a chance. You know that from previous seasons. I'd definitely say in the season since I've been doing comms for you, I think he must have had the most pole positions in that time.
Yeah, definitely.
On the ones I've
His one lap
commentated,
pace is
obviously.
definitely a standout. I mean, sometimes me and Spread could live with him in the race, but not in quali. The odd track was my favourite one. I'm there, close to him, or pushing him.
Yeah.
But Misfit's coming round. Who's the Alpine? It's not an Alpine, sorry. Oh, it's in the pits anyway.
Yeah, he's in the pits. There's an Aston on its way.
He's done 4 laps on these tyres,
He's
Misfit.
just come out the penultimate corner. So, final corner.
Oh, there goes your prediction. Oh, Big D. Axel is on mediums, to be fair.
So, yeah, Axel's on mediums. Big D, 16.3, Cammy, 15.9.
Spreader coming round. And then Spriggs is just after, so yeah, that'll see Spread through.
Spriggs in time yet. He's on the medium, Spriggs. There's 10 on the mediums, 17.1. I think that's going to be good enough. To be fair, 16th's already below what I'd suggested. I wasn't too sure, in all fairness, I wasn't really sure what sort of lap times to expect. So,
Yeah, I think Spriggs is through. I'm maybe thinking the cut-off is there, though, or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Misfit, by the way, he's done 5 laps on that soft, and he did go quickest on his final run.
Yeah. Was he a late addition to the race?
Misfit was, yeah.
Yeah, so he's probably using
Getting
the
dropped
time
out
to practice a little bit, get some laps on the board. Robert's
yeah, I mean,
out.
we told him about R6, so he may have some time to do a couple of TTs.
Oh, right,
so.
okay. Yeah, Fatal, just obviously make sure you clipped it. Well, you can't really do nothing about it now, you clipped it, you haven't. And report it, buddy. Please bear in mind, he's a debut driver, so give him some leeway. Axel retires out, safe and sound, 16.4, don't worry. Retires out, safe and sound.
Sorry, Hilly.
That's alright. Where's my prediction gone? I done it, but it's not done anything. I don't think. Because I'm watching the stream on my phone, so...
I just wanted to get it up. Oh, I've got you. Yeah, I've got your vote. It's a good addition, I like it.
There's 10... Oh, it's 10-0. Is that 10 yeses? Oh no, now it's saying 10-10. I don't understand what the hell's going on.
You get 10 points for 1 vote, so I think it's 2 votes now, it's 50-50.
Yeah, okay. But where are they voting to? Because I'm watching the stream on my phone and I can't see anywhere to vote. Just because it's me
it
and
might
I
be
can't
because
vote
you
it
put
myself.
it up, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll
Can
go
you see the result now?
Yeah, I can see the result. It's now 1,010. Yes. 10. No. I can see the result on my laptop.
Oh, hang on.
It's now gone to 510 now. Are people voting multiple times? Because they vote multiple times, people. If you let you do that.
That doesn't make any sense. It's 2v2, but Axel's winning with 66%, which I don't understand. I think they put more points on him.
Oh, right. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Work out democratically. But
there's only so much to try and keep the viewers awake in a way. It's fine.
Yeah, it's technically 50-50 right now. It's 2v2, a vote with each.
Yo, 117-0, not improving to the pits there. Davis retires out, he's safe and sound. I think he should really concentrate on the ones further down. What is it? Just under 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
out the final corner, and 1:17.4 puts him into P13. That could at least start struggling. He's already dropped the P14. Game says because he has more points on him. I don't even know what he means. Right, so Fatal.
I know what it means.
You know what it means.
Basically,
okay.
you can decide how many points to put on it. So you can bet 100 points or you can bet 50 points.
Oh,
and if
right.
you bet 100 points,
Oh,
that's why it kind
like
of. That's why it's not like worked out as 50-50 when it's 2 versus 2.
I get it. So it's like
They bet more points. Yeah.
It's like like a gambling type thing. You bet how many points you can do.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what I actually meant to do then was a poll, I think, to see.
Yeah.
Who people would favour people. There was an ad break.
Well,
I can't see
might
when
get
an ad
some
break's
money from
happening
it.
now. There's 35 seconds to an ad break. I can snooze,
oh, hang
but
on.
you only get 3 snoozes per stream apparently. So well, actually no, I probably should snooze it because we're getting up to the end of the session. Yeah,
I think Darkwater's gonna just think he's blocked Mr. Corflix, but he was on an out lap. Or cool down lap.
Okay.
I don't really know what he's doing right now.
I think I can end up calling this guy Mr. Cornflakes. Cornflakes 911. Need the emergency services. He's a PlayStation player, isn't he? Yeah, so. Oh, that was 20.3 seconds down. Who else there? Atkins is out there. He's 11.9 seconds down. What's going on? Oh no, he's just started a lap actually, Atkins, so let's stick with him, see if he can improve. So he's currently P17 on a 17.5, and P15 Fatal is also on a 17.5, so it's mighty close. But I think he's done multiple laps already on these tyres, Atkins, so he hasn't got a full thing of energy either, so it could be difficult for him. Yeah, he's a 10th down and set to 1 and runs wide at the left-hander. It's going to be hard for him to recover from that, I think, Reza.
Yeah, I'm just watching Corflex's lap, hang on.
Oh. So, left road, just going to the end of the sector to now, he's ran wide again, and that will be the end of that lap, and that is the checkered flag out. So,
Atkins is out.
I didn't know he'd gone. Yeah, Atkins is out.
That's a shock.
But improved by 2 tenths and set to 1. That's already enough to get him inside the top 15. I'm sure we'd like to get a little bit more just to be a bit more confident. Boyd's around the final corner and he's improving as well. He's 3.5 tenths up. Now Vice has left the session. I don't know what's going on. Dartlord up to P14, which knocks Fatal out. He's shown as purple for sector 2. Oh my word, he's got him blocked. Oh, Mr. Corflex. Oh, what you've done, mate. You've just knocked another driver out. Oh dear. Fatal's already said he's been blocked going into the pits by him when he cut them the pit entry. That, I'm afraid that has blocked Gumba and knocked him out of Q1. Yeah. Here's the incidents. So just to confirm then, Q1 we lose Scott, Fatal Defiance, Atkins, Goomba, and Mr. Coreflex. So okay.
Yeah, I was sorting that out. Sorry, that's why I've gone quiet.
Yeah, that's all right. I saw it flash up on my phone what you said, so yeah, I just said that I agree. But yeah,
We'll get to that anyway. We're into Q2 now.
yes, absolutely. So interestingly, what is going? What's happening? My timer's gone all weird.
Do you mean? Are we not on like 15 minutes?
Yeah, 14:45 now, but it was already on 40. It counted down. I don't know. For starters, it's where it says lap, so it says lap 14 minutes 36. But it was just counting strange. It seems to be okay now, though. So, ignore me. I was panicking too quickly. Right, what we got out? Let's see, there's a Ferrari, but there's an AlphaTauri in front, I think. So, Dark Mark. It's alright, Fatal, we're on it, mate.
I was going to see if I could get him to leave the session, but he's left or he's been kicked, so now I can't message him. So yeah, I think we're having a lobby reset after quali.
Yeah, oh, it's just got up on my screen that he's left the session.
Oh, has he left?
Yeah.
Right, okay. We don't need to restart then.
I'd still do it. It's better than having a AI card going around the track, especially on a track like this.
Good point. I mean, he'll be removed from the standings anyway, and he'll be a ghost. I don't know whether...
Yeah, it just causes issues though, mate, particularly if there's a safety car restart. They're a nightmare on safety car restarts.
Oh yeah, good point.
But what I mean is, we've got the opportunity to remove the issue before anything happens, so if we don't, and something happens, then kind of our faults.
Oh, he's been kicking off in the chat as well, I didn't see that.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Well, driver's chat.
Yeah. They've already sorted it, I'll leave it to them. We're having a lobby reset. Yeah, all sorted. Right, let's get into the action anyway. Q2.
Okay.
Who's first? Is it an Aston?
No, it's an AlphaTauri of Dark Mark. We are just coming into the penultimate corner. So there's a little bit deceiving in the first laps in Q2 because you never quite know who's on the fresh tyres, who's on the scrub sets and all that sort of thing. So
yeah,
something free from Dark Mark. Ferrari across the line. Who was that? That was Big D, 16.6. 179. Red Bull. I'm not going to get to the Red Bull. I think they're on night lapping away. Can't find any of them now. Suga! You know Suga, Greza?
I don't. Someone knows him from a league. I can't remember who it was who said it was. I think he's league based before, so I think he'll be okay.
Yeah,
and his pace seems pretty good so far. Yeah, in the midfield there.
He's done one race in WAOF1 actually. So on Tuesday nights at Spa. His qualifying was okay. He got into Q2. I think he went out in Q2, but I think he just invalidated, so didn't get through. His vice goes fastest on a 16.5. Yeah, and then in the race he didn't have the best of luck and ended up retired, unfortunately. But it seemed okay on track, to be fair.
Yeah, etiquette, as long as his etiquette's there, you know what I mean? It sounds to be okay. Just to point out that Shrek did his first Q1 on medium, so Vice is quicker than him.
Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, I see what you mean. So yeah, because we know Shrek must have used fresh sauce because he didn't use any in Q1. I see.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
what I mean. Yeah, sorry. So he's looking on it, isn't he? I mean, he's got his full-time seat this week, and I know he's been practicing, but I wasn't expecting a jump like this. I mean, he's looking pretty good so far.
It's looking like he might have the pace for Q3 so far.
Yeah, indeed. Spread, that'll be used as well.
And I can't say for certain. I can't say for certain that 16.504 will get him into Q3, but I think it could. I think it's possible that might be enough. Sprig 16.3. He's one of the drivers you'd expect to get through in a way.
Yeah. We've got Axel on a lap, so we're about to see what the benchmark is. Because that'll be a fresh set. 15.6.
15.6, so that's more like
that's
more what I'd be expecting for. Well, that's more like what I'd be expecting for pole, really. So very much faster than going Q3. Probably just
what's Jack got?
On an in lap, I think.
It's nice. I mean, you know Jack's got the quality pace, but it's nice that someone's coming and matching him now. You know, it's only going to raise the bar. Do you know what I mean? It's got someone pushing him properly.
Yeah, that's it. James is giving it the come on Vice in the chat as well. He's predicting Cali for pole. It's up there somewhere. Right, carried down with P2, 16.1. Misfit, he can't be across line, 17.1. On him, Ollie on an out lap, so we'll go to him. And let's do a hilly hot lap here. So, DRS open, going down to turn 1. Quite a late break in, late turn into turn 1 open, but steering up so that you can get the DRS open as quick as you can. Head down to turn 3, I think this is the left-hander. So again, late braking, throw it in, normally down to 4th I find best. Open up the steering again, flat out through the right, then just a quick shift down to 6th. You carry so much speed through the left, but it's very easy to invalidate through there. Very much the same this year with the right-hander, do avoid the curve on the inside, it's still likely to spin you round, and on the chicane avoid the sausage curves. We head round the quick left, right. I always find it a little bit slippery round here. And then keep it as close to the left as you can to be able to carry as much speed through the right-hander. Probably went down to 5th then, but 6th usually for that corner. Then late braking, late turning right-hander again. And multiple ways you could take this hairpin. I'd tend to do exactly what Ollie's just done, stick it to the inside. And then, yeah, quite a strange apex on the final corner, but take it in such a way that you can open up the steering as early as you can. PRS open, that's a 16.2 from Ollie, very nice lap indeed.
Nice lap, Molly.
So, Davis.
I should be back in one moment.
Okay, mate. So, what we got going on in the chat? Fatal, my aim for tonight, get points. Well, that's what you've been doing recently, mate, and you've been driving well recently, so let's see it continue, hopefully. And, tonight. So the tyres out of the session. Davis just started his lap here, so keep an eye on him. So he's currently set in P14 next, I think runs back out pretty quickly. He may need a third run if this one doesn't go according to plan. ever so slightly down in sector 1 is next to nothing though, and that could be easily found for the rest of the lap. Really nice for the chicane. And see there, different seat. Davis took that in 7th. I don't suggest that's a good way of taking that right-hander. I think you need to be gearing down to 6th. You lose quite a lot of time in this game if you're in the wrong gear when accelerating, or if you're in too high a gear, I should say.
Which right-hander?
The really quick, you know, after you've done the chicane, you go left, right again. So that really fast right-hander. End of sector 2, that's right, yeah. Davis
you go in
jumps up
6th,
to P4.
did you say?
I usually take that in 6th, yeah.
Let me watch, because I can't remember what I do. I think I go down to 5th.
Right.
And the only reason for it is because of the invalidation on the end, and it just means you've got some control.
Yeah.
You get it slightly wrong in 6th, you invalidate, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think if I remember rightly, it's not that long since I've been Hungary. If I remember rightly, I tend to use I use 6th in quali but 5th in race. There.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. On your push lap,
Yeah.
throw the boundaries out. You know, see if you can find the limit on 6.
That's it. Spreader
Yeah.
is just starting a lap now, so it's in.
Yeah, I think I use 5th. I do use 5th, I think. Just watching Davis go around there, trying to remember myself.
Yeah, exactly. It's much the same as that left-hander, isn't it? You've got to be so careful not to invalidate on the outside. It's one of those corners, you don't need the whole car to go over, it will invalidate you when you're sort of over halfway, sort of over the line, so it's got to be so careful. But it is nice when you actually nail it though. It was good. Yeah, so this one here, there's a...
Yeah, that one, yeah.
See, that's what I mean by different lines on the hairpin. I mean, I can't say that everybody's nailing it perfect every time they go around there, but to me that looked like spreader just goes out a little bit wider at the start of the hairpin so that you can sort of cut back on the exit.
There's so many different lines, isn't there, through there?
Yeah. So certainly in the race,
I've got used to slow in, fast out. So I am quite slow in, and I'm booking the apex and accelerated as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And it's almost like the line you would take to defend from someone because you're just trying to get the best exit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it kind of helps you. There are different ways. If you want to carry speed, sacrifice a tiny bit of the exit.
You can easily take that hairpin in 4th. You don't need to gear down.
Yeah.
Sort of 3rd. So I've seen some people taking 2nd. I'm not quite sure how to do that, but Robert's just gone into P2 on a 16 flat or 16-0. Anyway. Nice lap.
Kamarov's lap was scrubbed, wasn't it? It must have been. Which means I think it's game on. It's game on, I think.
So can I just
5 temps, fresh set.
Can I just point out that 2nd to 10th is covered by half a second. Well, less than half a second actually. It's 0.44. So it's mighty close. We've got left 2 minutes. Sue goes out there. He's in P7 at the moment on debut, so.
Dark Lord will be happy he's through to Q2. I think he's been struggling recently, hasn't he? So
yeah,
to get through will be is good for him.
Yeah, not sure what happens to him, whether he crashed or whether he just retired out in the pits. Well, I don't know. But,
It's just Robbo who's on an in-lap, isn't it? Theo, no, Theo's on a lap, is he?
yeah, Theo's...
No, he's coasting it. He's coasting.
Is he coasting? Yeah, he is, you're right, 7.25 seconds. 7.2 down. Straight, maybe? Starting the lap. What position do you reckon Spriggs finished last week, Greta?
I can't, what's that? What place did he finish last week? Did you say?
Yeah, what position do you reckon he finished last week?
I
You're
did
not doing this
watch
from
it, but I
memory.
can't remember.
You're just take a guess.
At Monaco, I'd say 4th or 5th or something. I would have said.
Grezza, you're disappointing me. You're really disappointing me. It's
Why?
Spriggs. Is it Spriggs? What's his favourite position?
He finished P2, did he?
Yeah, he did.
He pulled it out the bag. Like,
Finishes P2 all the time.
I should have really clocked on to what you were asking me.
Yeah.
That was so slow.
You kind of ruined it a little bit, mate. I'm not going to lie. So Spriggs out the final corner, and gets a bit. The back end just starts to go on him a little bit. It's ruined his lap actually.
Oh, he's not improved, yeah.
Just a bit too. That was big.
Tell you what,
it's a P2 on a 15.8.
We thought Vice was through with us.
I think Shrek's going to be okay. I think I just saw that he's up for a bit.
He is up.
Yeah, 16.
There he is.
P4. And what about the young man then? Can he do it? Oh no, he's invalidated as Vice. He's not going to make it through
So
the
he's
P3,
Dartmouth.
but P11 though.
Dartmouth was 1.2 up and he invalidated it. He would have gone 16-1.
Yeah, so that's where Kamarov is in P5. Oh, Dartmark. Oh, you'd be that's frustrating, that is.
Oh no.
So you will end
I'll
up
tell you
thinking
what,
is, why did I leave it till that late? You know.
We were raving about that bike from Vice and he's not even through.
No.
I thought that would have got him through, you know.
I when he set it, I thought it probably would. I didn't envisage 10 people doing faster than 16.504. To be fair, but nevertheless, it's a great job from Vice. He's done a really, really good job there. That is a massive leap in pace.
Yeah.
So the young man's been putting practice in.
Just imagine when he's in the rhythm and he would have gone quicker on his second lap.
Oh, definitely.
You always find a 10 for 2, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
So he would have got that on the board, possibly. Maybe he'd have got there.
In the chat, he says he's a melon. I nearly said a lemon. He's a melon, apparently.
Melon. He's a melon.
11th is exactly what BD just said. 11th is solid Vice, and apparently he incalidated. Oh, brilliant. The Lynn Legend Vice very nearly made Q3. Glad I'm not the same league as him. James is telling Vice off for his language. Oh, brilliant. Right, so Axel, Big D, Robbo, Shrek, Cami, Ollie, Davis, Spreader, Suga on debut. Well done to him. And Spriggs through, just through, to the top 10 shootout. We lose Vice, who still starts a brilliant P11. Misfit, also brilliant in P12. Dartmark 13, Theo in 14, and Dart Lord in 15. Just a quick check of the instance. Nothing really to talk about. Just 2 DNFs actually, terminal damage. I didn't realise that. So Dart Lord and Misfit were terminal damage.
Oh, I didn't see Misfit go off, to be fair.
No, I didn't. No.
I feel like we've started a craze here. Like you know when Lando Norris said broken. I feel like this incalicated thing is going to become a thing.
That's it. Incalidated or incalicated.
We'll have memes about you now, Vice.
Lynn Legend. Terminal Damage would be a great name for a band. Yes.
That's Schmitty, by the way, Lynn Legend.
Oh, is it? Oh, hello, Schmitty.
Yeah. You just change your Twitch name to Schmitty so we know who you are.
Yeah, absolutely, because I guarantee I'll forget by next week. So.
We'll change your
Pretty
game with
safe.
that to Loon Legends. That'll do.
Well, yeah, either way round. We don't mind which way. Lynn. That was actually my mum's name. Was Lynn. Just to mention. Not Legend. She wasn't Lynn Legend. She was just Lynn. Well, not just Lynn. She was Lynn Hill, obviously.
Would have been a legend now.
Well, she was definitely a legend. She was. Yeah. All our mums are legends, aren't they? That's like, you know. All mums are legends. That's just a rule.
First out is a Haas, which is always Jack. He loves the limelight. It's not Jack, it's a Merc. What am I talking about? It's Axel.
It's Axel, yeah. Yeah, no, you're right though. Kamarov is. Oh, well, he's sleeping, isn't he? He's usually out on track first without fail.
Yeah.
To get the telly time on Twitch. But no, he just I don't know. He's just half asleep. He's young. He's Jack. He's he ain't got a concentration span. Mine on the
Went with Lynn Legend because Schmidty was took. There's only one Schmidty, Lynn Legend. There's only one
Schmitty
Schmidty.
be took. with the amount of ease that he uses as well. At the end.
That's a good point. And with the SCH and T.
Yeah, exactly. I don't believe that. You made it on a weekend and called yourself after a woman, didn't you? That's what it is. So we are on board with Axel, by the way, for the first flying lap of Q3. You can see a man drive at speed of 4. He does touch the inside curve on that horrible right-hander. If that was 22, he'd have been gone, wouldn't he, Grezza? That was an absolute don't do on 22. Touched that well. In fact, it was most of the curves, to be fair, on 22, but that inside one though, oh.
In all fairness, he knows the game and he knows how to exploit it, and that's practice, which is fair play.
Absolutely. Yeah, he does spend a lot of time, does Axel. He tries to say he doesn't, but he does. I've seen it. Seen him on. PRS open, head to line 1:15.293. That is some lap. That's some going.
There's the gauntlet. What have you got, Kamarov?
3 for Ollie, 16.1 Big D. We've already seen Big D into the high 15s in Q2, so we know he's got more.
Oh, Jack's on the moment at the last corner. So he's got time in that. The 15.6.
To be fair, yeah. He's got good time in it. Davis 16.7. Shrek on his way round now. What can Shrek do then? In response, 16.3. 55. Yeah, I think he went faster in Q2 though, so there may be some new sets going on here. But I'd imagine most of the drivers are going to want to keep a set of softs available for the race in case of a late safety car. So
yeah, the thing is, the hards here. I mean, I remember I did a race here about a month ago, and it just seems on this game the hards, the temperatures are the ones where they get the highest. And because of this middle sector, you get up to 106, 107, you start losing traction, and it's just the tyre might be good, but you just can't control the temperatures.
yeah.
So. I mean, I was in the pre-race party. I think there will be some two-stops here.
I would expect
even
so.
a soft medium
yeah.
on the cards.
It is definitely one of the tracks where you can do it, where you can two-stop. It is technically slower. It will be at all the tracks, but because you're using nice fresh tyres, it makes it a lot easier to pass people, and you're less likely to make mistakes as well on fresh tyres, aren't you? So.
Yeah, you are about 2 seconds a lap quicker on this track with fresh tyres overused as well. I mean, a safety car about a lap 7 or 8 is going to make it very interesting. You could have some going hard to the end, you could have some going soft, medium, medium.
Suga's round.
You could have a lot of variations going on, I think.
Oh, Vice wants to join us. Should we let Vice join us for a moment, for a bit?
Yeah, of course we can do. what I was going to say to you earlier as well. Jack was talking about the quality pace, and I've been matching Axel all season, and I was like, well, Axel got his first win last weekend. And I was like, he's got his confidence booster now, Jack. I think you're now going to struggle. And
Yeah.
Jack being Jack's like, nah, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. And yeah, well, let's look at this board now.
Yeah, but she says Cammy made a mistake at the final corner, so.
Yeah, I mean, I was on board. I did see that, but I don't think it was 4 attempts. But I think Jack has also does have that ability to pull a lap out when he needs it. So
He does, yeah. Yeah. Alright, young man, are you there?
let's see.
Bahais? Bahais, are you there?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Not good. I'm devastated.
Are you incalidated?
Yes.
It's broken.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Quite sad, but oh well.
I think that's a jump, though. That is a
positive.
positive jump, though. I don't think you should be
Yeah.
pessimistic.
Definitely.
To be
I
sad
think
to
you're-
miss out on Q2 is a good step.
Are you a little bit disappointed because your TT would have gotten you through?
Well, I wasn't really expecting to get all the way to my TT, but because that would have put me like P3 at the moment. But I think I probably had another at least 2 tenths in that lap, and Spriggs was like a tenth and a half ahead. So it's a bit annoying, but I've still got a race ahead of me, so
Absolutely.
it's not that bad.
P11 is really good, mate. So, you know, you're in
Take
the
the
right
positives.
place. So absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, when a couple of the cars been at turn 1 ahead of you, that'll put you in the top 10 lot. And, you know.
Yeah. Let's
onwards
hope
from there.
that's not me.
Well,
Yeah.
It can't be if there's 2 cars ahead of you in the top 10, can it?
Ah,
No.
yeah.
So,
But
Just
Grez, are
somebody
you
can out
joining the
track.
race? Or no?
Oh, no, I was saying on comms. Why? Is that what they were thinking?
Yeah, well, because yeah, there's a free seat now, so I was just wondering.
Is that what they meant in the chat? Oh, right. And I need to tell Clem he can join because I'm quite happy staying in comms, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they might. I think they might add Matt Daly anyway, because he's on the list for full time.
Right, well, if they've confirmed, anyone can join, fair enough.
Yeah.
Just tell them to let Clem know if they want a driver, and he said he'll start at the back, so...
That's it.
Yeah.
So, that'd be all to the field grid. A little bit of a kick for Gumba, of course, who's ended up 19th. So that.
Apparently,
Blocks on the
Dark
final
Mark
corner.
did. Yeah.
Apparently
Apparently the
Dark
Dark
got through,
Mark.
so he was in Q2.
Yeah. He said he did a 16.0, but he invalidated his lap.
I was on board with him.
Oh,
I was
sorry.
on board, and I can actually verify that happened. He would have been P3.
Yeah.
I mean, unless he cut the corner to get that invalidation, then it's a good lap
He's-
time.
He said it was the tiniest amount wide.
I can't believe we're still seeing people weaving to heat their tyres up. Have they not got a memo?
What's so
Do you know what? I've only got the memo last 2 weeks or so. If you just cruise around with your brake half or down, your tyres are temp, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a full throttle.
new thing.
Make sure your revs are
Yeah.
maxed, and just press the brake in. I'd say about 25% roughly, ish.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on board now with Suga, and he's doing it. I can see he's got brake pressure on his trace, so he knows
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. It saves you weaving about and wearing the tyres by weaving. It doesn't really, I'll be honest with you. You create temperature easier. That's the main reason for doing it. It's not really the wear. The weaving about doesn't really cause you any wear on your tyres, not really. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just easier.
That's good awareness. Who was that? That was Kamarov.
Well, it's just into the chicane. Just catches the sausage group slightly on the first part. Well, it didn't look like he really lost any time out of it, but...
Oh, he's
giving
backed
up on the
off.
lap now. Yeah. Looked like
Soga's
those
been
laps.
doing well.
Yeah, David
He has,
tonight.
yeah.
yeah, he showed in WARF1 his pace is there, and he didn't finish his racing at WARF1 when he raced. He looked good on track when he was alongside other drivers, so that's the main thing, really.
Yeah.
It's 25.4 seconds up. That's always a nice feeling. That's.
I hope Fatal's done this on purpose in the chat, by the way, because that would be funny.
Let me check.
Oh!
Suga.
Suga's hit the wall, he's out.
Oh.
You made me look down at me chatting, and I just heard clunk.
Same, yeah.
That's what I did. Exactly what
Yeah.
happened to me.
Yeah, same.
Anyway,
Perhaps that's what Suga did. He looks at his chat to see what my player had done because you guys
David's still a great lap there, by the way.
USP3 16.032. He's looking like maybe Axel and Cammy are possibly in a little bit of a world of rain, but it's only quali pace. You'd see changes in race.
Shrek's gonna improve. P3.
Yeah, Shrek and Spread, I would say.
Wow, Ollie's off for a cracking
have
lap.
more race pace.
Just with Robbo at the moment.
4/10 up.
Great lap.
Be
as well.
free.
It's Ollie 15.7 goes P3. Robbo through sets of 2 is a tenth and 3/4 up. So
You'll have to find more time.
better than that, actually, but,
I think
yeah,
this
he's
is
gonna
track
need some more.
evolution, you know, because everyone is about 3/10 up.
Yeah, essentially.
Axel's
leaderboard is
half a
changing.
10th up.
Spriggs goes P3. Robbo.
Robbo. P8 and 15.9.
Davis is coming in.
Right, so now we've got the important stuff. We've got Kamarov next, and we've got Axel behind him, and this is for pole.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like Jack's got it in the bag at the moment.
He'll have a lot of time in the pocket through the final corner there.
As he was a 10th up, there was time in the final corner. What's it going to be?
Oh.
Oh.
And
Axel,
Axel's
it's
by
not going to matter.
3/10.
Look at,
Cruising
I thought
away.
that was going to be a 14 for a minute.
It was
Yeah.
close. He lost some time in the final sector. It's, goodness me. 15.1 from Axel takes pole, 15.3 Cammy. But top 8 all in the 15s.
Can we see your vote again
Still
now?
going, and Davis only on a 16.032 in P9.
Oh, I've got
It's
channel
disappeared
points.
actually. I've lost it.
Yeah, we
Well,
can't
I
see the
think I got
results of
channel
it.
points.
I would love to see the results of it if I could find out how to do it.
Creator dashboard.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you could find that on laptop, you'll be able to see it, but
I'm on my stream manager at the moment.
Mm.
Oh, that is your creator dashboard. Okay. I just realised you can minimise that left bit down. Now I can see all the chat on my screen as well.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't this exciting? What happens if I press that? Nothing. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Axel versus Kamarov and Quali usually these days. Spriggs P3.
Dark Mark saying you might be a little quiet, Hilly. I don't know whether that's why that might be. I don't know.
Okay. I was on board a lot of the time. Sometimes it drains you out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Will Axel be pole predictions? It was.
Axel got P1, by the way. Jack second with 2/10 back. Spriggs, that's a good quality from Spriggs. Everyone was improving in the end. That was mad. Spriggs, Ollie 4th, Big D 5th. Spread, sort of where he's been on this game in 6th. He'll come through in the race. Shrek, bit of a surprise in 7th. And I thought Rabio had a bit more pace from the earlier ones, but couldn't pull that lap together. 8th. Davis 9th. And rookie Suga is 10th, which is not a bad start.
No, I just didn't manage to get the time on the board in the last session properly. But yeah, the prediction was a 95% vote of yes to Axel taking pole.
I've gotten 1,000 channel points.
Yeah, 9,200 people.
Well, that's the last time
channel
I put my
points for
faith in
one.
Jack, because I must have been the only one who voted for it.
There was two of you. There was two of you who went no. And together you lost 510 channel points.
So now I think we'll do a restart. Yeah.
So, oh
You know what?
yeah,
I completely forgot about the lobby restart.
yeah. Right, okay, yeah. So just to mention for the people watching, we're just going to do a quick lobby restart because of the driver that shall not be named.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
Cornflakes, I think his name was, and yeah.
Corflex.
So
Definitely wasn't awake.
no,
Oh no.
um, yeah. So we're going to do a lobby restart because otherwise his AI car will be on the track the whole time, and especially
Yeah.
on if there's a safety car, especially on safety car restarts, they're a pain in the ass. So and do cause incidents sometimes and penalties and stuff like that.
I think we've actually got someone to replace him as well, which is quite nice.
Yeah, so it feels the grid.
Bit of
I think
strength
we
in
have
depth
Matt.
that we've got here.
It is in PRF1. It's very impressive, you know. And I did hear something about this new hub where you can go to get reserves when if you need them as well. I can't remember what it's called. Do you know, Vice? Do you know what it's called?
Well, yeah, I think
Sell sand to the Arabs, you know.
some type of hub. I think it was called.
So, Summit Hub. I think it started with H. I'm sure it did.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, I see it on my screen now. It's Hilly Hub. There you go, Hilly.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's the Hilly
Oh,
Hub. There you
yeah. I
go.
remember doing stuff on that. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I came up with the idea and put together this really terrible Discord, and then Vice came in and volunteered to help and has done all the work since.
No worries.
In all fairness, yeah, thanks, Vice, because it's all stuff. It's not stuff I couldn't do, but it would take me forever. Whereas, you know, you're young, basically, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So computers come easy to you.
Uh,
Nightmare for me. So.
yeah.
So basically,
They
buy
come out the womb with an iPad nowadays, don't they?
They
You know what I
do.
mean?
Yeah,
There with their
exactly.
apps, you know.
Yeah, with the umbilical cord charge in to charge it up. Plug it in.
Uh, oh, IF1 has just crashed.
If you're a betting man, the odds apparently of actual getting pole was basically evens. It was 1.06 to 1. The odds of Jack getting pole was 18.95 to 1. There you go.
That's what we need. That's what we need now, innit? We need a billionaire, and we'll get some PRF1 bets going on.
Awesome. Let's get on to Bet365. That woman that runs that, whatever her name is.
She lives about 10 minutes from me, you know, actually.
Does she? Well, you going to
Yeah,
go
she
knock
lives
on her
in Castle Green. She lives, and I live about 10 minutes away.
I've just realised, guys, I do need to go and get my coffee. I'm going to be very upset if I don't have a coffee
Oh,
for
yeah.
the race. So I'm just going to go and grab that. Yeah,
Okay.
they do pull that that I play on there now. So on their betting app. So
I'll tell everybody else the story while you're getting the coffee.
Oh, okay.
She was having a brand new $1 million mansion built about 10 minutes down the road, and they shut the road to Alsager for about a year just for this millionaire who wanted to build $1 million fucking mansion. It caused
Wow.
absolute mayhem, but she's a millionaire, so she's allowed to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a city centre. It's like country roads and all that, but they have the power to shut roads.
Wow. Real F1 drivers, when they're driving to the circuit, they get like an escort, and then the whole road is just every car in front of them is just stopped on the left and the right, and we just weave through. It's ridiculous. Crazy.
Right, I shall be back in one moment. I don't know if you want to leave and prepare yourself, Vice.
Yeah, I'll go do that. Bye bye.
Okay, stream. We'll be back in one moment. Me or Hilly will.
Right. I was back. Is anybody with me? Or you all disappeared now?
Yeah, I'm just leaving now.
Just
Graham's
leaving.
went somewhere. Okay,
Okay.
then.
Get yourself focused. You've got to stare. With your helmet on, Vice, you've got to stare at the front of the first corner. Alright,
Exactly.
just, well, you won't be able to see it. There's too many cars in the way. But, yeah, that's what you do with your pole. So that's something to look
Yeah,
forward to
yeah,
in the future. With a bit more practice. You'll get there. You'll get there. But,
yeah.
no, well done tonight, mate, so far. Let's see a good race from you. And, good luck.
Thank you. Hopefully you have a good race to comms on.
Yeah,
Good
hopefully.
luck.
See you later.
Do you know what? That's given me a really good question to ask you while we've got this little break. You know, some drivers put their headphones on just before quali, just to get them in the mood. Daniel Ricciardo used to do it a lot.
Oh, in real life? Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking
But
about
what would you
this.
be listening to if to get you in the mood if you were sat there just before quali, before you had to go out there?
I mean, well, my music taste is really sad. But yeah, I'd probably be listening to the drum sequence of "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins, just on loop.
It's not that bad. I
Yeah,
don't think that's awful.
and I'd probably be pretending I'm a gorilla or something, Um, yeah, that. I don't know. It's got to be something like loud or upbeat or something, hasn't it, to get your sort of blood pumping a little bit.
Yeah,
So
upbeat or not emotional,
you
but
know,
like uplifting.
yeah. I mean, you wouldn't be
Yeah.
listening to like Brian Adams, would you? You know,
No.
that's
Well, you wouldn't be listening to like Coldplay,
no. You
like
got
Fix You.
tears in your helmet, do you?
Yeah.
What would you be listening to?
I'm very dependent on mood. I like a lot of music, so I don't know. You could go hardcore with something like Slipknot if you really wanted to beef yourself up, if
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
You could go uplifting. I remember one of our mates said he used to, when he was running on the treadmill, he used to listen to The World's Greatest by R. Kelly
Oh, really?
to really pull himself through. So there's quite a few options you could possibly do, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I predict a riot.
Um,
Depends who you're racing with, I suppose. But yeah, I predict a riot. I get you ready for turn
yeah.
one chaos. Yeah. Um, anything from Chitty
There
Chitty
was
Bang
a,
Bang if you're
I
in one of
remember
the
there
shit
was a
cars.
study that when
Sorry.
someone's listening to music with swearing, they drive faster without realizing it. So like when people were playing like Eminem while they were driving, they were just people going nuts basically.
Really?
Yeah, I remember that. It was a while ago I heard that. I don't know how true that is.
Okay.
But I think actually psychologically it's true.
I mean, it's possible. I know. There's. I mean, there's. Just for people just working their day-to-day jobs, there is definitely research which shows that people work better with music, concentrate better.
Some people do,
So
some people don't, yeah.
yeah, I think it is
Beetle's
an
given us an
individual thing.
opinion as well, by the way.
So ooh,
Bullet for
Beetle.
My Valentine or Five Finger Death Punch. I don't know if he's taking the piss
I
with Five Finger Death Punch because I've never heard of them, but I've heard of Bullet for My Valentine.
I haven't heard of either of those. I'm not going to lie to you. That is, yeah. Like I said, I'm sad. Um, James Healy, I need the points, says Clem. I don't know what he's talking about. Pay the man his points. He
Oh,
gets them
James, I'm
automatically.
well
I
up.
don't have to actually pay
Chasing
people out, do I?
Status, James, you are my new hero. Because I love Chasing Status.
I don't know who that is.
I knew that was coming. I always dig myself holes and James has just commented.
Greza loves a five-finger death punch, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I was meant.
Illy, where's my point? What do you mean, where's your point? Surely it just gives them to you automatically. What, have I got to do it? Oh my god. This is just turning out to be too much hassle. This is crazy. What, what did I do?
Have you got to send him your points for being right? Oh, I think that's what it is.
I think that's what you're saying. How do I do that?
Fucking clever, you're not getting him.
Oh, hang on. I might have it. Review requests queue. Nothing happened. All right. I have to. All right. I'll pay. Look. Oh my god. I think it was actual money. Manage rewards. No, that's not it.
The results have got to be verified. Will be there within 24 hours. That's what
Right.
you've got to say, Hilly.
Yes. Yes. The results. The results need to be verified. And I need to check your tickets. You've got to show me your ticket, please. Well, I mean your betting slip, obviously. You know, if you haven't got your betting slip, I can't pay out, I'm afraid. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not even kidding. I'm literally looking on here, trying to work this out. It says.
Oh, this is comedy gold in the
requests
restart, by the
queue.
way. Should we just do this for the rest of the night?
Yeah, sounds more fun. Manage rewards. I don't reckon I have to do anything. I reckon they are winding me up, aren't they?
I don't know. I've never done it before. I think you. I don't know. I don't know if it automatically sends them out or whether you have to press a button. I don't know.
I have no requests for rewards or anything. So claim you're lying.
I think they might be serious, but we'll just have to figure it out later and send them.
Wow.
Hilly will Google it later for you guys, don't worry.
Oh, hang on, here we go. I think I might have it. Choose outcome. The outcome was no. Complete prediction. Complete prediction. 10k channel points awarded to 4 viewers. There you go. It's done. I know the outcome was yes, by the way. I did click the right one.
Yay, we figured it out.
That was a complete accident.
Schmidty says, in my day, there were just 4 channels to choose from.
Well, there was. There actually was.
There was 5, but to be fair, it was just blurry as fuck and you couldn't actually watch it properly.
I'm old enough to remember before Channel 5 existed.
I'm not.
I am. We only used to have 4 channels. And, yeah, I can remember Channel 5 came about in 1992, something like that. Somewhere around then.
I remember having to hold my TV area at a certain angle if I wanted to watch Channel 5.
Absolutely, yeah. We had a bingo all across the road that used to block our reception. It was too tall. There was like a circular thing on it, and it was too tall. And it used to block our reception. Even Channel 4 was blurry and like fuzzy in our house. It was that bad.
Who remembers teletext?
Oh yeah, you still get teletext. That ain't gone nowhere. That's still there. The old one was CFAX. That was around before teletext. Oh wow.
Right.
They did the
we need to dispense with the shit now because we're on the formation line.
Yeah. Right, let's have a quick look at the tyres. Nobody is going hards off the start.
I used to book my holidays on teletext, mate. Remember that?
What channel? Can you remember what channel on teletext it was to do that?
Oh, no idea.
No. I remember the football scores were 3-1-6.
Oh, do you? That is memory.
Yeah, it's What was I saying anyway? Oh yeah, tyres. 8 people starting on the soft tyres, 12 people starting on the mediums. Fatal's been disqualified for some reason. Nobody else has, which is pretty unusual. You usually get 2 people disqualified.
Do you not moved off the line?
Maybe he didn't. I don't know.
What I can tell you about that tyre choice, there is not a lot of medium hards. There is a lot of people thinking soft medium here, or soft medium medium with safety cars.
Yeah. I mean, I 2-stopped this the other week when I raced it. I 2-stopped it. And I'd do that again in a heartbeat. So I reckon all those soft drivers just 2-stopping. I mean...
I had to start at the back in the race I did, and I did soft medium. And I gave from last to third.
Oh, right, okay, so... You're fancying a soft medium. That must be a difficult soft stint, though.
The only reason I finished third was because I was sat in spreads DRS when my softs were gone, and that pulled me along. If you don't get that, you're gonna lose 4 or 5 seconds on what I had. But I was quite sensible in order to do that, and just pull me through, sort of thing. But
I know when I raced it, we had 5 really fast guys in the lobby, so I kind of discounted the idea of even beating any of them, and I ended up finishing 6th, so I sort of...
let's go.
That was like my P1, so... Anyway, here come all the lights, are all on. Out they go, and away we go. We are on board with Ollie from P4. He gets a really good start, actually. He's going to be on the inside, and maybe a chance for P2. We head up to turn 1. Inside, he's probably got the best line. He makes the inside of the corner very nicely as well. Doesn't get P2, but he is up into P3 ahead of Kamarov. Few place changes going on. So far, so good though. Everybody through turn 1 safely. Well, turn 3 could be the iffy one sometimes around here.
The reserve, by the way, is Plum.
Oh, goodness me. Okay, so he's
there's an incident in 4.
Oh, Theo.
Theo and Atkins.
I can't imagine he's got much of a front wing left. Waiting for his car to appear. Well, no, well, he's missing an end plate. Left end plate, Theo. Atkins. He appears to be intact. I don't know if Gumbo... No, Gumbo's on the back. So actually, Atkins hasn't lost much. He's actually on the back of Gumbo pretty much. So... Unfortunately though, Theo, it's going to cost him a lot.
He's just on the softs, Atkins, that's the problem. He would wanted a good start, but...
Yeah, it's not ideal in that sense. He may want to switch to a 2-stop now, in all fairness, so that he can try and undercut. What I find with doing a 2-stop, if you start on the softs, make it a really short stint so that you can get a longer undercut. That's what I find anyway.
Yeah, you've either got to do that or just hang them out in soft medium like I did on my race.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago. You've got to make that decision quickly as well. I think Fatal's lagging here.
Okay. So just
anyway, let's have a look where the gaps are.
Yeah. So, in terms of gain, Spriggs and Ollie have made up a place each. Cammy's down 2.
Yeah, and that's not going to help him.
Exactly where they started. I've just noticed Bryce is down 3 to 14th. The biggest gainer at the moment is Plum at 5, but well,
I'd expect that, to be honest.
It's the inside of Vice here, and Vice, I don't think Vice will fight. That's what you'll get. He'll get a lot of easy overtakes. Well, he's probably at the point. I was going to say until he reaches drivers that aren't, that do expect to be able to battle him. But I can't see the next few guys. Scott, Dark Mark, Bishop maybe. I don't think Dark Mark's just going to pull over and let him through, is he? So. No,
but if he sends it, they'll move. Do you know what I mean? And I think Plum is sensible when he comes to the park. And what he'll do is poke his nose. And he's just going to test whether someone's going to turn it or not. And he'll know when he gives them room, he can go for it.
Yeah. Oh, I'll bear that in mind for whenever I'm on track with him. Turn in. Make sure you turn in so he knows you can't go past. I'm not going to leave him room. On it.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna poke his nose there. If someone turns in, he'll know to back out and
Yeah.
not cause an incident. He does know what he's doing, but
The front two, by the way, have managed to pull away. Almost a second and a half to Ollie. At the moment.
we're probably going to
Rather
see Cameron past
interesting.
Ollie pretty soon.
Yeah, but Spriggs is actually in a similar situation to you. So he's on the back of Axel in the DRS.
Yeah. But I think right now
So it's going
he'll
to be a
have the
case of how
advantage
long
on
can he stay
Axel.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's gonna
absolutely,
after
at the
about
moment,
8 or
yeah.
9 laps, he needs to hang on to someone. Because Axel would be flying away at that point. Plum is getting the move on Scott now on the main straight. We've also got Shrek and Spread.
So,
There goes Jack as well, sorry.
oh yeah, and he's just managed to get past Ollie. That was at turn 3, I think. Or coming out of turn 3.
Axel's actually burning DRS at the moment. I think I'd be quite happy if Spriggs on softs would pull me along rather than burning to defend.
Absolutely.
Oh, we've got a spinner. It's Scott.
Oh, Scotty. Scotty to Ollie.
Oh, and he's gone
What are
again.
you
Oh,
doing? Oh dear. So that's the... Both Williams now have had incidents and are now running 18 and 19.
they have.
Not ideal.
Plum is eyeing up his next target. We've also got Fatal and Dark Lord.
Fatal and Dark Lord, let's have a look at that one. Yeah, and they got Gumbo right on the back of that as well.
Oh, he is lagging on my screen a bit, Fatal.
Is he?
Oh, Suga's spun.
Oh, Suga! On debut! Is that the final corner?
Oh,
Has he done that? So I was putting my laptop on charge because it was the battery.
plus we swapped to that as well. We've missed the move, whereas Fatal got past Dark Lord, but Dark Lord has just made the switch back on him.
Misfits had a moment in turn 1 as well. He's been off. Can't see any front wing damage. What about the tyres?
I think what caused that with Suga is just him. That was his chance to get the move with DRS, and he's just put his foot down a bit too much. That's all that is. He knows that was his moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that's just experience at the end of the day.
absolutely. It's not always easy when you come into a new league as well. And
No.
people the first time that you don't know.
It's a bit of time to adapt, definitely.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, we've got the Big D train as well. Have you seen that? Oh,
Yes.
Big D's dropped it!
Oh, Big D. Just went onto him as he did that, and is that hairpin? And he is going to be straight into the pits. There was definitely debris there. Just yellow flag at the moment. Hopefully it'll stay that way.
That gives Shrek the DRS on Spread because Big D spawned in and out side by side.
Yeah,
Turn 1.
get DRS all the way down to 3 as well. It's a really short run to 3 though. He is on the outside. So I think Spreader will defend this off. I think from there. Spreader will hold him off for another lap.
Oh, no,
not
don't,
side by
please.
side in the left-hander, please. To be fair, they manage it, but they stay in from the right-hander as well. Right, it's time to back out, Shrek. It's time to back out.
Fair play to both of them.
Yeah, fair play. That was a good bit of racing, but it has cost them for some time though. It's allowed the Red Bulls right onto the back of them, right on the back of them. And
Yeah, you imagine how slow
is-
you got to go through there to get 2 cars through.
Yeah, and Plum is right on the back of the Red Bulls already as well.
He's got Jack. Spriggs has completely dropped off Axel and Jack is on him.
If anybody
Kamarov,
doesn't,
sorry.
if anybody watching doesn't know him, Plum is absolutely on for a podium here tonight. He's a lightning driver. Here goes Jack on Spriggs. This is a DRS overtake. But that could be a good thing for Spriggs if he can hold on to him.
Yeah, that'll be the plan now. Even Ollie behind. You know, just concede the position and hold on to him. It's going to pull you along better.
That's it.
Shrek has got spread.
He's just got him on the outside of where we saw before. It's a turn 3.
And I can't believe I'm saying this, but Plum is on the back of this train in with Shrek and spread.
Yeah.
Already.
So, spread gets 3 seconds.
That's
And
unusual.
Mark has as well.
There's a hat off.
He's got a yellow flag. It must be Suga.
Yeah.
It is indeed. Oh, every time we go into a corner, Plum goes so close to Davis.
The thing is, he doesn't hit him.
No, he doesn't hit him. It's very, very close. Part of the reason, actually, I must admit,
How many quick drivers run into slower people?
I use the rear view mirror when I'm driving, and sometimes I wish I didn't, because sometimes it's so distracting what you're seeing in your rear view mirror.
Yeah, I don't use it. I just rely on my arrows.
Yeah, I'm confident with my arrows, so I don't really know why I bother using it, to be honest. But
Plum's up the inside of Davis there.
Yeah, nice little move.
Yeah, what I was going to say about Plum is, how many quick drivers do you see who brake where they normally brake behind slower cars, run into the back of people?
Yeah.
You know what? And it's a skill to compromise when you know you're behind someone a bit slower than you, to accommodate for that.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can't. Yeah, I mean, it's just the nature of it. You can't just brake at the same time as them, because it doesn't work. You do need to brake a bit earlier when you're directly behind another car. So.
Or lift and coast and just wait for the final corner. Do you know what I mean? It's just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a good opportunity to save a bit of fuel, especially on this game, because fuel is turning into an absolute nightmare at the moment. We did Japan last night, and I went 2 laps over and had to fuel save on my whole. I did hard to soft. I did medium, so I can't remember. I did somewhat to soft in a way, and yeah, I think it was hard to soft, and then yeah, I had to fuel save on my whole soft stint. About 6
Tell you what I'm surprised about here from Hilly is that Shrek got past spread and is now out of DRS range.
Yeah, he's disappeared a bit quite quickly as well, and I don't know whether Shrek's maybe had a moment that's lost him some time. I don't know, because
I actually think Jack has closed that gap a little bit to Axel as well. I think that was in the 2.4s, was it?
Yeah, it was. And but this is the thing, it doesn't look to me like Shrek's really gained on Ollie, but he's definitely gotten away from Spreader. So, keep an eye on it. But,
I'm going to be back with one moment, but I think Plum is going to be the next one.
It's going to be in the next DRS zone, I'd imagine. Straight. And again, I don't think Spreader's really going to battle it. Spreader is looking after his energy though. That is one thing in his favour at the moment. See Matthew, DRS open. And goes through. Nicely done, way before the braking zone. See by Spreaders. I did just going Shredder, didn't I? Like the turtles. As you can see from Spreader's ERS, he didn't use any to defend there. We'll see if he can try and hold on to Plum and get dragged along a little bit. It may be difficult though. Plum is exceptionally quick. So, Hyper United, hello. Hyper, just got lunch strolling up. I do apologise, mate, but, you know, Illy's got to make his money. So, Ollie has caught Spriggs now. Go to this one. Yeah, Schmitty, so that's literally what we've been just talking about, so it is impressive. It is very, very impressive. Very good driving. I wouldn't rule him out, James. I wouldn't rule him out at all. I think he's got every chance with the pace he's showing. I mean, look, he's already onto the back of, well, 9/10 of Shrek. Go to that. He's just had DRS to give him more attempts.
I'm back, by the way. We've got Big D now recovering on the back of Scott. Fresh tyres as well. Scott's actually pitting.
Okay, so what does
That's a two-stop
go
for
to
Scott.
then? It's either that or it's hard to the end. See what it goes to.
I suppose, but yeah, I think he's got soft, medium in his mind. Let's see what he does. Oh no, he's gone hard.
He has gone to hards, so he should benefit from a bit of an undercut. Obviously, he's not fighting for the big places today, Scott. After the incident earlier on, so he's doing a against today.
The gap at the front, Hilly, is flying down.
It is. Cammy's absolutely. Well,
This is what I mean by having someone in there to push you.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just goes to show, doesn't it? Look, Axel's quali lap was incredible, and just
Ollie's
going by
through on
that alone-
Spriggs.
Right, Ollie's past Spriggs and Robbo is past Spreader. They've happened pretty much simultaneously.
I'm wondering if there's something going on here. If Spreads forgot to put a setup on or something because of the reset. Because it's not himself, is it?
Doesn't seem like it, no. No, unless... Well, no, I can't... Even if he was like looking after tyres or looking after fuel or whatever, I still wouldn't expect him to be...
Yeah, he's struggling with
Something like
something and he's
this.
got a penalty as well, so he's obviously not feeling the amount of grip he would expect.
That's it.
He doesn't get penalties,
No, he doesn't.
especially
much.
so early on.
Before. Well, that's it. I mean, he goes race after race without picking up a pen, and today he's picked one up. I
Yeah,
don't know exactly when it was, but in about 8 laps or something roughly.
Axel is in.
Into the pits comes Robbo as well, from ahead of Spreader.
and he's on the softs.
Ooh, well, that's a 2-stop then.
Oh, there might have been contact there.
So Davison Spreader, there's a bit of contact there. And a little wheel bang on the exit there, nothing to really write home about.
I don't think they've got damage, but I think Spriggs and Ollie had a little moment, and Plum is now looking at Spriggs.
It's this
Shrek waiting in the wings as well.
The lead up to the chicane. See, I'm not attempting to make any silly moves. You see a lot of people do try and make moves into that chicane, but it's just putting both cars at risk. He's just happy to wait. May get a chance
Yeah,
here.
I mean, he showed his nose,
you'll wait
but then
for
I
the-
thought he decided he wasn't on, so he kind of puts it in the other driver's mind, if you know what I mean, but
Yeah, you can see
wouldn't
them doing
actually
that in
go
real
for it,
life,
yeah.
where they just sort of move over to have a little look, don't they? And into the pits actually comes Spriggs, which is just that just gives Plum DRS for the next 2 zones with nobody in front of him. Sets a long, well, a distant toe maybe from Ollie. He's going to be within the 1 second of Ollie by the time he reaches turn 3.
Spriggs is going mediums, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Medium to the end is Spriggs now. I think he's a lap early.
Yeah, maybe a lap early, but yeah, maybe he's looking for that undercut. She wants to have an extra undercut lap before the others pit.
It's the hardest thing to do when you know you're really slow. But you need to make sure the mediums will get to the end.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the most important thing.
I think he could have just held up. Whoa, Dark Lord and Goomba. Oh.
Dark Lord and Goomba. Big Goomba up into
They were
P10,
side by
by
side
the way.
with turn 4. They did really well there, to be fair. Goomba held it.
Oh, Dark Lord's a little bit deep into the chicane. That's going to drop him back a bit. There's no doubt
Axel's coming through the field
he's
as
going to be
well.
struggling on these softs, to be fair. He's done 13 laps on these softs. He's, well, only Theo is still out on the softs, so... Well, I think, did Theo have to pit first lap? I can't remember. No, he did, didn't he? Definitely
Yeah, he
lost
did,
an
yeah.
end thing, so... Yeah, only Dark Lord out of the ones that actually started on softs is still on track.
Right, so we've got Plum just past Ollie. We've got Axel going past Fred on the fresh tyres now. He's not fighting that too hard, he's spread it.
No point, is there? There's no point.
No.
He's got other things in his mind, like trying to keep his Red Bull behind him at the moment. But that's where Spreader's battle is, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
With the
it's
two
race
Red Bulls
strategy,
at the moment.
you know.
It's not... Yeah. Axel's just
He
in
knows
another
he's
race.
fighting on each day, and if he concedes, he has to concede. He's not going to be one of those people who just fights because for pride, or do you know what I mean?
No. Doesn't need to. He's got
Or for
plenty
his
of
own
championships under
sort of
his
self-confidence. Do you know what I mean?
belt. Nah, that's it.
Who knows what his battle
Like I
is?
did to Kamarov last night.
I don't know. I didn't watch that, to be honest.
We were in Japan, and he was looking to make a move into the hairpin at Japan, so I could see him move over in my mirror, so I just moved to the inside so he couldn't do it. He was on completely fresh tyres with my worn hards. I just couldn't resist it. He moved over so early, I couldn't resist moving over in front of him, so I just saw it. Had to.
Oh, Dartbot's coming in,
Exactly.
and he's got to be going hards.
Yeah.
At this point in the race, from the start, you've got to be going hard. So I would have thought.
Yeah. Unless he's intended to soft stints, but I can't imagine that would.
Oh, he is.
He is.
He is.
I mean, that was a joke. I didn't actually think he might. Either that, or he's going to do a short soft stint and back to a new set of mediums.
He can decide what tyre he likes best, can't he? To be honest, after 3 or 4 laps.
Absolutely. Right, we've got battling here. Shrek's on the back of Ollie. And Axel's... Oh, goodness me, okay, Axel's on the back of Shrek. Oh, look at the difference in tyres.
This is really not helping Axel.
No, it's not. But first and foremost, he needs to be safe here.
I'll tell you what his problem is as well, is his DRS level. When you're in a DRS train.
He should, though, get a really good run down the straight with the extra grip he's got. So...
But now he's out of DRS.
Shrek
If Shrek wants to defend...
Well, Shrek's getting a tow, isn't he, off the Aston Martin? Yeah, I was going to say...
Oh, he's done that well,
so
Axel.
much later. He's made the inside of the corner really easily as well. So... But now, he's going to have the rest of this lap behind the Aston. He's going to want to try and make a move somewhere, but...
Oh, Ollie.
Don't blame him there, really, Ollie. Don't want to driver going up the outside there. But he is defending quite aggressively.
He is. I'm not surprised by that. I mean... Maybe he thinks that on his strategy he can come back at Axel.
Well, he might get the opportunity, because obviously he should pit. Well, pretty soon, I would have thought. Probably around lap 20, 21. I would guess.
I'm amazed at Axel's change. Absolutely amazed. Ollie was the same about a year ago as well.
I was in the pits. Suga and Davey retiring in the pits. That's not a good sign. Suga. Hold off for that one. So Axel makes the move on Ollie. And Drew did have to wait for the BRF straight in the end.
Yeah.
So what's it actually done to him? There's a 10.6
Shrek is
second
looking
gap
at
between him and Cammy. That's not too bad though, Grezza, you know.
No, but if they're both
10
pitting one more
seconds
time,
is-
so Axel's got 10 seconds to close. And his softs are not new now.
No, but they're still a lot better than Cammy's 17 lap mediums. And not only that, obviously he's going to have another better set later on in the race as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think
So-
he's only got 2 or 3 laps on them softs before he's doing the same pace as him. Personally.
Oh, we got another retirement in the pits. Misfit this time.
Yeah, Smith's fit.
Just excited. Retirement. Oh, we might have a safety. Oh, it's in the pits. Be a bit wary. The main reasons I'm not a fan of the retirements in the pit squares is in 23 the cars coming out on track are solid. They're not ghosted. And,
Yeah, I know
it
what you
hasn't
mean.
come
I
back
mean,
out, though. It's
happened to me the other day,
disappeared,
but
luckily enough.
at the end of the day, there's always got to be an option for someone if your head's completely gone and you can't race properly. I mean, that's happened to me before. There's got to be an option for you. Do you know what I mean? So I sort of see the other side of the coin on that as well. But
I see that side of the coin because I mean I do race myself. I have retired in the pits myself before. It's not as if I've never done it, but I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not a fan of it, but so I have done it myself, so I do know what it's like.
I mean, it wasn't an issue on the last game, but they seem to come out on this one.
Yeah,
Cause a
luckily
yellow
enough that
and-
neither of
or
our
the odd
cars have come
issue
out
or-
this time, but like I
Yeah.
said, last night one person retired and I almost got taken out by the car because it was in Japan. It had gone through turns 1 and 2, and
Yeah.
I went off the line to overtake it before turn 3, and it just started turning over into me. Luckily, I
Specton Davis.
stuck my ARS on and got past it before it hit me. But it's yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Clem got a penalty because of overtaking under yellows, which should never have been there. But I don't know. I think that's been looked at by the stewards, to be fair. But here comes Spriggs then. DRS open.
Yeah, I mean, I think my view would be on that is send the clip into the stewards, and the stewards should remove that.
Well,
That would be my argument to that, I think. But
no, yeah, I don't know about that. I am a steward, but I've taken myself out of that one because it affects my finishing position. But it's yeah, I don't know because obviously ultimately there is yellow flags out, so shouldn't be overtaking. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Clem's listening. I don't want to say too much, but I haven't even looked at
Clem
the
has
ticket,
given
so.
us some insight, or Ted, by the way, saying that Shrek's fuel light is on, and we haven't had any safety cars.
No. I
Just
can
want to
see
keep
that.
an eye
I
on.
can see that. I know. Oh, hello. Yeah. No, that's not his fuel light. That's his. That's not the fuel light. That's the. It's the other one. The fuel light's the one on the left-hand side. The one that's on his is the right-hand one. As Kamarov is in to soft tyres. Just following your strategy, does it? So that means that Axel's actually now back in the lead of the race. So I didn't actually see him get past Plum, but Plum's still on the starting tyres. So yeah, and Plum is a genuine contender to win this race. He's presumably going to pit before Axel and get a bit of an undercut. Cammy is exited in P6. And it's his turn now to put the fast laps in. Oh, Mr. Spriggs left the session. So, are you still with me, Grezza?
I am, sorry, yeah.
Oh, you are, yeah. Okay.
Sorry, just had to mute for a moment.
So,
I hope Spread doesn't have the same glitch in Jeddah that retires his car.
no, yeah, Clem's just mentioned that in the chat. I've invited him back. Yeah,
I think he needs to restart his game and then rejoin. I think that'll work, but...
here he comes. I think actually when it says they've joined, I think that's the point where they actually enter the lobby. And they've still got to press start. It's Plum flying
Yeah.
past him then.
Davies on fresh softs is right on the back of Fatal.
Okay. So Fatal going along nicely in P10 at the moment. And
Fatal looks like he's two-stopping as well with that tyre life. Don't think he'll get to the end on them.
yeah, he could do this. That'd be sort of 22 laps. 22, 23. That's doable for the second stint on the mediums. But yeah, no. It's not always
Oh, Davies on the inside and set the
free.
free. Fatal is going to give the room, yeah. Oh, he might follow him through here on the outside.
Oh, be careful.
He's done well there, yeah. We've got Axel and then we've got Spread in the pit, sorry. I hope that's him and not his AI, by the way.
Well, he was dual pit stop in a way. That was 22 laps on those mediums. And it's gone to softs, so hopefully then... I reckon that was here. He had plenty of time to have taken over the car. I reckon he must have been in control by then.
Alright, where are we on a race refresh? So Spriggs going to the end. Kamarov closing quickly, going to the end. Plum going to the end.
Oh, I didn't notice
Robbo probably got one more stop.
Yeah.
Dartmark's probably got to stop, so Axel is probably P4 at the moment. With some work to do, and people on softs ahead of him. Axel just getting through Dartmark now. As we flick to that.
Yeah, so he's just going past Dartmark. I mean, I'm just looking at this. I can't see for the life of me how he's going to get past Plum.
I can't. When you look at that tyre life.
So, what is
I mean, there is 11 laps, and the softs probably... The mediums might be better after 8 laps of wear on the softs.
We've got Ollie and Davis side by side coming out the penultimate corner. As Big D takes to the pits right in front of Ollie. But they're still side by side. Who got the DRS? I've got no idea. Ollie, I think. Well, neither of them have opened DRS.
No, none of them have got it. No, it's that glitch. The side by side for the final corner. It doesn't give any of them it. It happened to me the other night.
Right, okay. Well, Fatal's got it. Come on, Fatal.
Fatal only got both of them. Excuse me.
Just to confirm, by the way, that Spreader is definitely in control of his car now. So, thank goodness it didn't retire him out again.
Right, so your top 4 is a race to the end.
Here comes
Yeah.
Cammy. To take the lead of the race off of Spriggs. It's going to the inside in the penultimate corner. Right, Spriggs left in that room. Well, ultimately he gets DRS, I guess, now, so why not?
Looking at his DRS as well. And Spriggs is burning it.
Go in for it to try
Was
and get
that a
it back.
mistake for Kamarov? Was that a mistake?
Oh, Spriggs didn't quite make the very inside of the corner.
Oh, he's got away with it. No, has he?
Yeah, so Kamarov does hold the place, and you would think through the corners now this soft should work pretty well and give them a bit of breathing space before they get back round again.
This is an exciting race because of there's no safety cars.
Yeah,
look at the strategies.
strategies.
The top 4. I mean, how can you decide from that? I mean, I think Spriggs is not going to win it now that Kamarov's got past him, but
Yeah, absolutely. At some point, the softs will be struggling before the end of this race.
yeah,
I don't think that's going to really help Spriggs. It could help Axel before the end.
it'll definitely help Axel.
So,
Lap 29, I think Axel will be matching, if not quicker.
I should have thought so, yeah.
But he's got some cars in front of him as well, though.
Absolutely. Shrek looking good for P5 at the moment. I don't remember what that means for him. That means he's up 2 from where he started, so he's done okay.
Dark Mark, by the way, another one who doesn't normally get penalties, he's got one, but
Yeah.
fresh softs, P11.
Yeah, he
Looks
should
like
be just
he's
looking
got a
for
good
all
strategy.
Fatal's in. You were right, Fatal has pitted. Presumably to softs, I would have thought. Yeah. Where will Fatal come out then? Because he's done a decent race. Ferrari definitely goes past. I think, is that a Williams? So Scott's going to go through as well. But Scott on 15 lap hold hard, so that's not going to take long to claw him back.
Ooh, Dark Mark's just got Dark Lord, and he was looking at Atkins in turn 4, but thinks better of it, which is sensible.
Let's go on board here with Dark Mark. It's got a massive tyre advantage here. All Vice.
Yeah.
3 seconds.
I'm just looking at his gaps though, Dark Mark, and I'm thinking that's 7-second, 8-second lap to Ollie. I know he's on fresh softs, but maybe P8 is the best he could do with that.
Yeah, because Ollie's only a few laps older than his, so
Yeah, I don't see him closing that gap, but you can afford to be patient here.
yeah. So Dark Mark obviously he's going to get a move here, isn't he, on the pit straight, and even takes the wider line to get the better exit.
His battle is actually going to be between him and Spread, who's just behind.
Yeah, that's right, because they've both got the penalty.
And the same age of tyre,
Yeah,
pretty
so
much.
it's a genuine battle on track, that one. As Spread comes past Atkins as well. Something happened ahead of us actually at some point now, I'm not sure.
We're about to see
It's
Plum
Davis
past Spriggs, I
getting
think,
past
as
Ollie,
well.
isn't it? I think.
Scott, by the way, who we thought we were going hard to the end, is now on the softs, just pitted.
Oh, okay. Here comes Plum
There
then.
goes Plum. Yeah.
Take P2 off Spriggs. Unfortunately for Spriggs, his tyres are just too worn at the moment, so the chance of him actually holding on to Plum is almost non-existent, to be honest. And Axel's already
Yeah,
got
and I
on the
think
back of
Axel
him.
will get him. I think P4 for Spriggs at the moment is...
That's looking the maximum, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Unless something happens to one of the others. But, right now, I have to say, I think Kamarov is looking pretty good for the win. Got a 4-second gap to Plum. With just a 1 lap difference in tyres. Now, 1 lap, it's... While they're going through the grain, and 1 lap makes quite a big difference, doesn't it, Greza? But once they sort of level out...
I think we're going to find out on the back straight here, because Axel is about to get past Spriggs. And then we're going to see the genuine tyre difference.
Yeah.
It's going to be about, what, 5 seconds in it? I mean, Plum is in between them as well.
Axel may need to dump his ERS in this, making this move, just simply to try and get back within the 1 second of Plum by the time he reaches turn 3. ERS all the way down the straight.
I think he needs to
Not gonna
save
do
it
it.
now.
He's-
I
yeah,
don't
he's
think
gonna have to
Spriggs is going to
save
come
it.
back at him. He needs
Spriggs
that
isn't gonna
battery
come
for
back
when he
and
needs
he's never
it.
going to get in the 1 second of Plum on this straight, so he may as well just save it. But the gap actually to Kamarov has already come down a good half a second, 6/10.
Yeah, Plum is closing the gap on Kamarov, and Axel is closing on both of them.
Yeah. So
this could be a thrilling end. I'll
really
just
could.
warn you now.
It's Davis and Holly having a little battle. I think they've swapped positions a couple of times, these two. Similar tyres. And Dark Mark, by the way, has gotten away from Spreader. For a couple of seconds.
He has.
I never expected to.
Yeah, does not seem like himself, Spread. Something's not right.
I wonder if you're right that you maybe put the wrong set, or didn't put a setup on, more to the point. If that's, but then surely if wouldn't that have had him on? Would it have been on the balanced? I'm not sure what preset.
I mean, you can adjust your wing level, and the defaults are not awful on this game, but they're not perfect.
No. So you've got Robbo's just sat. Well, you know, he's going to take the place off him on penalties as long as you don't do anything silly. And Spreader finishing the race in P10 when he started in. I can't remember.
What's happened to Big D in this race, by the way? Why is he down there?
I'm not entirely sure, mate.
I can't quite remember why he's that far back.
No.
He must have had an incident somewhere. Oh, he spun, didn't he? He spun, yeah, he dropped it.
That's right, at the penultimate corner, wasn't it? Dropped it out there.
Yeah.
Davis and Ollie. Oh, Ollie. 3 seconds.
Davis's smile has just turned to a laughing face.
Crying, laughing face. Or a laughing, maniacally face. That's the sort of laugh. So
2.1 the lead. Axel is actually holding the gap to Plum right now, but I think Plum's tyres are going to die, and Nat is going to come down. But Plum on old tyre is still closing on Jack.
yeah, since last time I looked at it, it's down just over a second more. And what have we got? Well, when they cross the line at the end of this lap, it'll be 4 laps remaining.
I've just seen something really interesting on board with Davis. I think he's lifted and coasted into turn 1.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it is difficult around here. Shrek. So this is what Clem was mentioning. So Shrek's fuel light is yellow. I'm not massively sure what that even means.
Oh yeah, I see that now.
Yeah.
Spriggs is orange.
Yeah, sort of yellow.
I know, it's the same colour.
And so is Plums as well. Anybody else? While we're at it, Robbo, Spreader, Dark Lord. That's it. All those guys that I just mentioned are on that weird sort of yellowy orangey type colour.
You would expect the safety car at Hungary, wouldn't you, to be fair? So it's fair play to the guys that they've not put it in the wall. The 2 retirements are in the pits.
It is one of those tracks where somebody usually makes an individual error and ends up in a wall somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
so
turn 4, there's out the final corner.
do you know what though, Grezza? I reckon about 7 out of the last 8 races I've done have been safety car free, and I'm just wondering if they actually have amended the safety car so it's not coming out so regularly.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. We've not tested it on a patch, have we? We've not got trial races to test it anymore. You might be right. Well, to be fair, has anything happened this race that would have brought it out?
No.
I mean, there was a front wing on the side of the track with Big
There's been a couple of spins. Nobody's actually lost a front wing, have they? They've lost an end plate, but not a front wing.
Yeah.
So no, nothing that would usually cause one, to be fair.
50 is close to Dark Lord, but I'm still looking at the gap with the top 3.
Yeah. Right, so to always moaning when
It's
there's
not
any
coming
safety
down
cars.
close
I'm not going
enough.
to start moaning when there isn't any.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, if you think it, well, we can't win, can we? No, you just can't win.
Can I be
What's the
sure,
point?
by the way, that the orange is in the minus on fuel?
Right.
So we're going about to find out anyway. Oh my word. It's
Right,
getting
so
close.
Clem is saying that weird sort of orange and yellow colour means that they're in minus on fuel.
Oh, we've
That's
got a
the
spinner.
case.
It's Big D.
Oh, Big D, what you've done, man. It's turn 1, that's got a couple of people out tonight.
Plum is so close to DRS. He hasn't got it this lap, but he might have it on the next one. I think Axel's too far back now. It's between the top 2.
Right,
But he
I
doesn't
can
have
see,
the ERS challenge, I don't think.
I can see on Plum's steering wheel there that he's definitely not negative on fuel. So that light doesn't mean negative, that must mean that they're close to 0.
I would have thought red is below.
Red is below. I think that sort of yellow colour is a sort of warning you're a bit close, but you're still in plus.
Yeah,
Probably
I think
comes
we're
on
about
at
to
like
find
plus
out anyway.
0.2
But
or something like that. I don't know. Sort of keep an eye on, so we know for future.
Plum is in DRS.
He is. We're on board with him at the moment, and if we look in the camera at the back of his car, that is Axel. It's 1.3 behind, but it is only this lap and one more to go.
I mean, this is basically the last chance because
Pretty much. I can't see Jack losing that around the rest of the track.
no, and he's the same ERS levels. I don't think Plum is going to have
He's
anywhere
too
he can
far
make
in
this
front.
move.
No.
Oh wow! And Axel is now in DRS on the final lap, but I think it's just one lap too late.
It is, yeah. So, yellow flags.
It's going to come down to track position, isn't it? Hungary track position.
Yeah. Which isn't that big a shock, really. It is a difficult
No,
track to
it's not,
overtake. It's
but-
not, you know. It's not impossible by any means if you've
It's
seen
just
tonight.
nice to see different strategies all meeting at the end. It's just nice to see without safety cars.
It is, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Axel is 1.4 seconds off the lead, and he's 2 stops compared to the other 1 stops, and it's just how nice is it that we got that opportunity in the game now that we just never had before. As,
Oh,
Shrek
Spriggs
gets
is out of
past
fuel.
Spriggs. Oh my word, Spriggs! What have you done?
And he is in the red.
Yeah, he's a showing
Davis
red.
is also
As
in
is
the red and
Davis.
flickering.
That means it's about to die. He's so
So's
low.
Ollie, so's Shrek.
Yeah. Plum is out of fuel.
But Jack crosses the line anyway.
Jack wins in Hungary. Axel P2 because Plum is out of fuel.
One ran out of fuel in the last lap.
He did. Shrek is going to take P4. He's flashing away as well, but he's not actually out of fuel yet. Even if he did now, Ollie wouldn't get past, or if he did, he's got a penalty anyway. So Shrek P4, well done Shrek. Ollie P5. Due to the penalty, Davis jumps above him. Dark Mark P7. Robbo, who's also out of fuel. P8. Shout out to Atkins, by the way. He's managed to climb all the way back up to P9 to finish.
And he was about 19. Yeah.
He was. After that accident, I may have to give him.
Gotta
driver
be
of
in
the
one of your drives today, that.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the 5 that goes into the vote. I might actually surprise Jack and give it to Jack tonight. He's, he's
Don't cave into his demands, Illy. Don't.
well, no, I know, but
You can't just keep whinging.
I'm absolutely with you on that. But I think maybe he deserves it because the way he sort of thrown down a gauntlet to the man who looked like he was going to start running away with the championship. To be honest.
Yeah, no, I do see your point. I'm just trying to wind Jack up, to be honest, when he watches it back. But
So that is PRF1's Friday night race at the Hungaroring. It was a brilliant race. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
excellent race.
Plenty of overtaking, loads of different strategies going on, which just added to it so much. I don't know if Shrek can really look back on that and think, oh, I've made a mistake on strategy. I don't think it was that. He was losing time before the pit stop, so I think he's pretty much finished where he was likely to, in a way, in all honesty. Whether the ones... Well, no, he's finished P2. What am I on about? I was about to say whether he'd have got Plum, but he did get Plum. So, yeah. Shut up, Eddie. Plum... It's done a Plum fastest lap as well. Oh my god, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. So Plum sets fastest lap as well, 1:16.766. That's that's a quality lap basically. So, Kamarov wins in a way. Axel P2, Plum 3, Shrek in 4, Davis 5, Ollie 6, Dartmark 7, Robbo 8, Atkins in a superb P9. Goomba fills out the top 10. He's another one who's done really well from 19th on the grid.
Another one, yeah.
Yeah,
Under the radar,
Fatals
yeah.
from 17th up to 11th as well. So he's done really well. Spreader P12, Vice P13, P14 for Scott, 15 for Dark Lord, 16 Big D, Spriggs in 17, Theo 18. I'm not going to get the instance in, am I? Can't even get them started properly. Okay, let's get them in then. So, who do we want? We want Cammy,
Axel and Plum.
And Plum. I'd say, okay,
And
you get...
Axel is CL, whatever it is, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can
You
invite
have
him. He's on my list, so I can invite him. Can you invite in Cammy and Plum?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Do that. Alright, he's not on my list actually. He also hasn't got the app switched on.
Keep an eye on it, because if he wants an interview, I think he switches it on afterwards, so I think he'll join in a moment, or turn it on in a moment.
Yeah. There is Plum. Ah, there he is. Let's get him invited. There is Sergeant Kamarov. Started streaming. My audio is not included.
Hello.
Hello. Don't forget to include your audio, boys. I'm going to include my audio on as well on your stream, Kamarov. There you go. You're no good.
Cheers.
Just waiting for Axel to join.
Has he actually got the Xbox app now?
Yeah, he's got the app. Yeah, so I've invited
Oh
him.
my
Just waiting
God.
for him to join. I'll send him another one in case, I don't know, perhaps he fell asleep and missed the first one. Invite to party. Right, anyway, he was P2, so we could carry on and speak to Plum. Plum, do you feel like a bit of a plum? Because you're feeling at the end, and you missed out on P2.
Handling it.
I
What was
do
that?
feel like a bit of a plum.
Nothing.
Oh, right.
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Plum?
Yep.
Oh, you are there. Okay, it's a P3 tonight, mate. So it's a podium, but you fought away from the back. Not easy still at Hungary. We watched plenty of overtaking from you. We were really impressed. Your overtakes were fantastic. Made at the right time. You weren't trying to force anybody or anything like that. It was really good driving. Very impressed. So well done. Just take us through it, mate.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sweating like a pig.
Lovely.
No, honestly, that was just actually... I don't even know what to say. Like, it's probably one of the best races I've done, I can't lie. I just the only thing that was like bugging me out was just the strategies. I didn't know what to do, so I kind of just waited for a camera to just pitted, and then just to see what tides he goes on to. Because I didn't think the one stop would actually work as well as it did. I didn't think like the softs would last that long. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, it was a absolutely crazy race. You just have to, if you're like where I started, you just have to make the routes at the right time. If not, then you lose so much time to the front, like to the front runners, and then it's just game over from the start. So, and
Yeah.
then yeah, I done that well, and then just tried to keep the pace up. But it's just I went, I'm I don't know, I don't think I've concentrated that much in my life. So just annoying about the fuel because I literally moved it one back click as soon as the lights like went to one for the formation lap, and so if I didn't do that, then I would have still had enough fuel. It's just a bit unfortunate, but yeah, it was a very good race.
So you went 1.4 over, because it normally gives you
I
1.5
think so,
over,
yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
And that's how much fuel you burn at Hungary without a safety car. Wow.
yeah.
That's a shock to me, that.
And in like in Qatar, if you have to do 2.2 laps of fuel, if not, you won't make it. That's without any safety cars or
Yeah,
VSCs.
going by last night,
Japan's
Japan's
pretty shit for it as
2.5.
well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
So, um, yeah, but as I said, mate, you had plenty of track action, getting past
Thank you.
different people. Everybody seems to leave plenty of room for you, and you know, so I don't think you had any contacts, did you, throughout the
No,
race?
I don't
No,
think so,
that's
but I
brilliant.
appreciate every driver for giving me room and whatnot.
Yeah, well, there's certain you get that because you're one of the fast drivers. You do get people will leave you a bit of room,
Yeah, yeah,
because they know their battle's not with you. But then you reach a certain sort of position, I don't
Hilly
know, maybe around
make the
10th, something
party
like that, where it starts to
enjoyable.
get a bit more difficult.
yeah. And
Yeah,
it's just like I think with the drivers as well, saying like, "Oh, it's not my battle." Like I've told them like, "Don't be afraid to like battle me. Literally, just do it if you want. Like you don't have to back up. So
yeah.
because it's not really
There's some
fair for them."
nice there's some nice comments in the chat for you as well for in
Thank
the
you.
stream chat. I mean, people
Cheers,
saying how
guys.
well you did. Very
Hey,
impressed
Ellie,
with your
make
ability
the
to drive
party
behind other
joinable.
drivers. Oh, I've invited him. It shouldn't need to be
Yeah,
joinable.
but
Cheers,
he's
man.
not getting them.
Well, that doesn't sound like my fault.
It's not. I'm not saying it's
There
yours.
you go.
Thank you.
Why are you
Thank
whispering?
you.
People can
Shush.
still hear you. And that was it in a way. So yeah, well done, Plum. First race I've properly watched you race really, so very impressed in a way. So well done.
Cheers.
Camera off while we're waiting for Dopey to join. We'll speak to you. Race winner tonight.
There he is.
And oh,
There he
is.
is.
Shall I stop and speak to him first?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I ought to. All right then, Axel.
Yeah, can you hear me?
He's
Excellent.
here.
Have you included your audio?
Yeah, it
Shit.
says so.
All right, good.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
Fuck.
Yeah, I know it didn't do it last time, but it should be now. I
It
hope
is.
so.
It's all right. I just listened on the stream. You're definitely there. So excellent. Okay. Well, congratulations, P2, mate. Obviously, you got the pole position pretty convincingly, and led away. You got a little bit of a gap to start with, but Cameron started gaining on you and was closing that gap. Were you already planning a two-stop,
Yeah, that
or
was
did
the
you
plan.
change to that? You were planning that, okay.
Yeah, he was
Uh,
planning it since PRF1 the other week, mate.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, fair enough. Talk us through your race in a way.
Yeah, I mean, I got pole pretty convincingly, as you said. It felt really nice. And then I saw Plum joining. That was not a good sign, but I knew he was gonna start last, so I never thought he would catch up. But yeah, he did. And then uh, I did the two-stop. Everything went good, and then I got really held up. Unfortunately, lost a lot of time on both of my stops. But it was my fault because I misjudged the gaps, and I thought I would be ahead of all of those guys. And the last like 5 laps, I had to be careful into turn one, like lift because of my fuel. So I lost maybe like half a tenth there every time to catch up, and then I had some moments, so I were never able to catch up to Kamarov.
It's
Yeah.
the first time that I've really heard that Fuel has paid some sort of interaction in terms of the race on this game. Like that wasn't outright pace. Then you had to lift and coast to get to the end, but you were still closing that gap though.
Bruh.
Do you
Yeah,
think
in the
without
middle
lifting and
sector I was
coasting you
just
could have
going
caught them?
out. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, both Cameron and Plum was on worse tires than me in the end, and I gained like 2/10 every lap on Cameron and nothing on Plum, so I'm not sure.
Well, Plum's was only 1 lap older than yours, to be fair.
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
He wasn't much.
Yeah, but he was on
So-
mediums.
I
was on
can't
softs.
actually
Yeah.
hear
Yeah.
Axel, but I'm just kind of listening through the stream. Tell me he's muted.
Okay.
At least the stream can hear him.
That's odd. Yeah. Okay. Well done anyway, Axel. You also won Clem a load of channel points as well, because we had a little vote
the flip?
thing between who'd get pole between you and Kamarov, and 95% of the bets was
Oh,
placed on you.
poor
Well,
Jack.
So it was a land.
Jesus.
The surprise that the sweaty boy gets pole.
By
It's
the way,
number-
Jack, I
it's
voted
number
for you.
5
By the
now.
way, and you've let me down, so I'm not happy
Yeah,
with
what the
you.
hell, Jack?
Why would you vote me? I've done no practice for qualifying whatsoever.
Well, why didn't you tell me that before I put the bet on you?
In my
Well,
defense, I
that's
Because
lost
not
that
track
would
of
be
today.
because that would be fixing, you know.
Yeah.
I
And I'd
would
have to
Insider
report
personally
it to the
trading.
say
gambling
that
commission.
I've not been given the full information before I put that bet on.
In my
What,
defense,
so
I
you
can
get channel
only
points back?
practice on Fridays now, so
Yeah, I'm not giving
there
you
you
channel
go.
points back, Grezza.
So Axel's
You're
just
not
better
having
than you. There you go.
What did he
Yeah.
say?
Well,
I mean, I lost to him, but
it. Don't,
I didn't hear what he said.
don't, Axel, don't. His head would grow.
Oi! Oi!
Right, Kamarov, I got to speak to you, so let's do this.
No, it's a chore, isn't it?
Congratulations on P2
You
in
loser.
qualifying, and right, more importantly,
P1 in the
winning
race.
But actually, even more importantly, congratulations on my driver of the day.
Really?
Yes, yeah.
The fuck?
Actually, my driver of the day, believe it or not. So,
My guy.
congratulations.
I mean, I'll fucking take it. I don't agree, but thank you.
What do you mean you don't
That is
agree?
Fucking daylight robbery.
Practice.
Who?
Nothing.
Plum would never get it. Plum's never going to get it. He wasn't even supposed to be there.
20 to
Plum, we
P3.
expect you to come through the field now. You're just that good, mate.
Get fucked,
fair-
mate. Get
To be
fucked.
fair, P3 was a little bit disappointing. I'm not going to lie.
Yo,
Ah, this is why. This is why.
You were actually
When the
second.
races-
You were second, but you didn't put enough fuel in the car. I mean, you know. You must have known you were struggling for fuel. Why didn't you start lifting and coasting for longer before, you know?
fuck. Look, Plum, you'll probably win the vote one, so don't worry about it. But
Yeah, hold that.
I doubt you will. I don't think so. I don't even know if I'm going to vote. I don't even know if I'm going to put him in my top 5 yet.
Oh, what?
Well, I know at the moment that you're in there, Kamarov, and I know Gumba's going to be in there, and I know Scott's going to be in there. So that's 3 places taken already. So
how about
you know,
me?
Scrap.
No, not Scott.
probably not Axel. No,
This is what I
don't know.
mean.
Unless
If I
it's
do
just to
trash
annoy Plum.
in
I don't know.
races, everyone is like, "Ow, I'm a guy
yeah,
in
fuck,
crash."
look,
Oh,
mate,
no.
you should have got P2.
Yeah, what the fuck am I doing? I
Yeah.
didn't even realise, right? It was like lap 33, and then Bacon tells me in the party, Jens, you do know about your fuel, right? I looked at it, I was like, oh, fuck. It was pretty game over.
That's literally what I did at Japan last night. I was like, oh crap.
Oh,
Yeah. So anyway, guys,
fuck you, Ellie.
thank you to all of you. Actually, Kamarov, I haven't actually spoken to you
Bruh.
yet, have I?
Yeah, I
So
was
yeah,
gonna say.
Kamarov, just talk us through your race quickly, please.
It's a bit boring, to be honest. Not gonna
Well,
lie.
Yeah, so just talk us
No,
through
I'm
it quickly.
qualifying was pretty good. I didn't think that I was going to get Axel. I mean, maybe in Q1 when he was like kind of 5/10 behind with mediums, which was pretty much the delta. But yeah, I don't think I could. What was it in the end? Was it a 15 flat? Was it
It should have been, but I messed up sector 3, so it
15-1,
was a
I think.
15-1.
15
Yeah.
one? I made a mistake on my last lap, so maybe, but I mean, if, but woulda, shoulda, coulda. Yeah, it was a shit start. Lost places to Spriggs and Ollie, and lost quite a lot of time behind Ollie before I could get it back ahead. And when DRS came on, and lost quite a lot of time behind Spriggs as well, and with the softs. But yeah, as you said today, I started gaining back on Axel, and I was quite surprised that he went for the T-stop, to be honest, because I mean it did work in RF1 when we raced around here a couple of weeks ago for me, and when he did the one stop. But
Yeah.
I mean tonight it's so much closer, and there's a lot more people that you're going to get held up with
Yeah, he
on your
did
softs. That
definitely get held up as well. So
yeah, I just
yeah,
pretty much I mean I put on the two-stop strategy, but pretty much I was like, I'm not going to do it because you're just going to get held up. There's no point. And yeah, it was basically just keeping. I find it quite difficult to keep pace when I'm not chasing anyone, so I just keeping the concentration and the pace up for most of the race. My fuel was fine. I put 2.5 laps of fuel in because I ran out like a couple of meters before the line when we did it in RF1. So I knew it was a pretty fuel heavy track, so I just put a lot in, and it doesn't really matter for the extra weight as well. And yeah, just pace was good. Tire was pretty good. Temperatures were good. Just keeping the pace and keeping the fucking shakes from getting me off the track on the last couple of laps with Jens right behind me.
I was catching.
Yeah.
yeah, but you didn't have no fuel, so you don't know.
Oh,
Exactly,
fuck
yeah.
yourself.
I was quite surprised that Axel went mediums for the last stint because we had a lobby restart, so we had 2 sets of fresh. But I mean, I think it did pay out. I think in the end to go mediums on the last one. I did get a little bit annoyed with Spriggs as well, so I wanna apologise. But I will uphold that it was a little bit stupid still going from moving to turn 1 and 2. But paint, you're allowed to do it, so I shouldn't have got annoyed as I did. But yeah,
Yeah, it
There we
wouldn't
are.
be a race if
Anger
you didn't
issues,
get annoyed,
mate.
though, Cammy, would it?
exactly.
To be honest,
I've got to get annoyed at
So-
something.
exactly. You know, you got.
I mean, I've got to say before
Check your anger out on
before
other
you end the
people.
stream, I just want to say it was fun that we actually saw a race with no safety cars, and
Yes.
you can actually do different
so-
strategies, and they all close up right on the last lap. I mean, that was just
This game is very
fun to
good
watch.
for different
Yeah.
strategies. It's really nice.
Yeah,
with no safety cars.
yeah,
Yeah.
I second all that, and it was really good. It was fun to watch and seeing so many people doing different things, and yeah, amazing.
It wasn't fun to
one
watch
person
Jens
started on
capture
hards,
me.
which he just threw away, but
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought I was fucking giggling, mate, when I was capturing.
Well, you didn't
guys,
catch enough, and your fuel was fucking low.
If that's fine, I didn't cool.
I put
It was-
1.3 in and it almost ran out.
You put 1.3 in. You put less than Jens, and you still.
Oh no!
Oh yeah,
I
because
think
you
I did
fuel
put-
saved, didn't you?
I
You
did
fuel
Yeah,
saved.
Oh, to be
quite a
fair,
bit.
Flo,
So you should have
this is
fucking
the-
fuel saved, shouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. This is the reason I can't give you drive of the day, because in real life your car would have stopped just before
Gotta
the
think
line,
about
not
everything.
just after it. So, you know, you'd just
Wouldn't have
no,
had a fuel
it's fine.
sample. As well.
Yeah, where's the
Qualified.
lap for the fuel sample?
Fuck
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
fuel sample.
Car would probably be underweight
Okay,
now as well.
Sebastian
Wouldn't do the
Vettel.
weigh-in. So it's not good enough.
Yep.
Anyway, guys,
Cheers,
I
mate.
need to finish this stream. So
Fuck.
thanks very much, everyone, as always, to Let's Watch Along with me and Greza. Greza, thank you very much for joining me tonight.
No problem.
And just having a bit of a laugh,
Fuck
really.
day.
So that was good
Yeah,
fun.
it was quite a funny
It
stream.
took my
to be
mind off
fair.
being so tired, actually, which is very welcome. So thank you very much. So yeah, thank you to everybody out there that's watched along. Thank you to everybody that watched the stream back. I really appreciate it. The leagues that I do really appreciate it as well. So thank you so much. PRF1 will be back on Vice's stream on Tuesday, on Vice's Twitch. I mean, so please do
Qatar.
join that for Qatar, the sale. Qatar,
Yeah.
that'll be fun. So what a track that is. So that's going to be a bit of fun. So yeah, please do join for that. Otherwise, I will be back on Sunday night for HRF1. I'd love to tell you where we were, but I can't remember. So,
Getting old, mate.
yeah, I just went out on. So I'll see you then. Just quickly before we go, what track are we at next week?
Imola.
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 Fucking shit.
Cameron's
Um,
favorite track.
It's fuck it.
Cameron's
My
favourite,
favourite track's
he loves it.
Monaco.
Oh,
What?
you had that then.
You
Or Singapore.
weirdo.
But you do terrible there as well.
Jens, your favourite track's Hungary. Fuck off.
Yeah. Because it's
And he's
Yeah.
gone from last to second.
Basically,
not
just
third.
Monaco without the fucking barriers.
oh, don't give
Shut
me
the fuck
that.
up.
A lap 1:10 and this one's 1:19 or average.
You guys
Wait,
watching?
that's
Should I
longer than
I mean,
yours.
there's actually still quite a few people watching. Should I just leave it on YouTube and chattering away?
All they need to
Come
do
on,
is
then.
join the
We
party
can-
with him
we
on a
can
normal
argue
day. They
until
can
the
hear this
fucking-
normal banter.
We'll argue forever.
Yeah, good point. All right then.
shit,
Cheerio. Good night. God bless. See you soon, everyone. Love you all. I really can't find the